Emerging trends in marketing have completely changed the way business is conducted. These new modes of marketing help the companies attract a large number of customers. They even reduce expenses that the companies incur in traditional modes of marketing. One such revolutionary trend is network marketing. Good evening, everyone. Dr. Gagandeep Kaur Gulati this side. Today, we would be talking about what network marketing is and does it really have some future in our country? We'll be trying to understand the concept of network marketing. If you just look around, you'll see so many businesses having a great fall or loss, many job opportunities being stolen, salaries being cut, etc. Due to these unfortunate scenarios, so many people are struggling and suffering a lot, especially now in the pandemic times, to find a stable job or to get settled in a business to earn well for a living. Now, to solve all these issues, so many home based opportunities have started knocking the doors. You must be seeing all around you. Let's first understand the concept of network marketing. Network marketing is a business which runs through referral marketing and direct selling. It's a totally non conventional and non traditional business which always has a room for so many more people. This kind of business is all about expanding your networks, and it will get stronger when more and more people will join. It is also based on the word you must have heard about word of mouth marketing. What does that mean now? That means that every time when you refer or share about this business with anyone, your convincing power and the words that you speak, they should attract the listener's faith in you, so that now he thinks about joining your business. And ultimately, it becomes his business as well. Now, the sales promoters are required to create a downline which is like a pyramid. So, every time when someone joins the business, they are added to the downline and the levels become more profitable. Therefore, higher you go up, higher would be more profitable and obviously producing more of the profits. In this, the sales promoters are not just rewarded for the sales generated by them, but they're also rewarded for the sales generated by the promoters in their downline in the hierarchy. So, this is how actually network marketing means. Now, if we again understand, this is a very popular among so many people for working part time, for as a flexible businesses, and a few of the companies, if you can say, of network marketing they are Avon, Mary Kay Cosmetics, then Tupperware, then Amway. So many of them, they fall under the network marketing umbrella only. Why? Because so many people who wish to freelance, who wish to work from their home, or who just want to have a part-time kind of a work. So they always going for the network marketing. Now, the network marketing programs, normally they feature a low upfront investment. That means in terms of investment, they don't have to invest a big amount of money. It's usually a few hundred or 1,000 of rupees for the purchase of a product sample kit. Normally, the companies tell the person to purchase that sample kit, and then now he has the opportunity to sell the product line directly to a friend, to a family, or various other contacts. Most of the network marketing programs also ask the recruitments or the participants to further recruit more and more people. One more thing, there are times when they rather recruit their sales representatives. They may not be exactly working like the participant, but they may be having some sales representatives, but officially they do not do it normally. Now, the recruits constitute a representatives downline. Why? Because they are the sales representatives. Now, things do get really tough at times for these sales representatives. So, normally what happens, normally the participants, they themselves work. Now, since network marketing programs are usually exempt from the business opportunity regulation, and therefore they cannot be defined as a franchisee under a state or something, no. So it's just upon you that how and where, from where you procure the money and you invest in this. And normally, as I just mentioned, the investment is not very big. Now, many a times, manufacturers also use this vast network of distributors to market their products to the customers at various levels. Now, for example, there is a manufacturer A. What he would be doing, he would be building a big network of distributors to market and sell his product. Now, why? How will that help him? This will enable the manufacturer to reach out to even more customers indirectly. At the same time, no intermediary is involved. Now, these distributors, so-called, or the dealers, therefore, they act as the independent representatives of the manufacturer. So, therefore, there are no intermediaries involved as such. They are simply the representatives of the manufacturer. As such, what will happen? Now, the company or the manufacturer who has produced the goods or the products, they can openly market their goods widely without spending more of money on traditional methods of marketing. For example, now they do not have to pay much for advertising. Why? Because now they have their own representatives who are actually advertising and promoting and obviously selling the product for them. Now, how does the structure of network marketing go? Firstly, the manufacturer requires certain or several distributors. Then they would be having sub-distributors and dealers in order to create a network marketing structure. Second, these distributors now procure the goods from the manufacturers themselves at big discounts, or you can say wholesale prices. Now, they may either use them personally or they may sell them further to the other distributors for a profit. So this chain continues further and further and further. The distributors thus will end up marketing goods until they reach the customers, or else they may become final customers or the consumers themselves. Now, furthermore, these distributors also get the opportunity to make some profits from the marketing network that they have created. They can receive some commission from the manufacturer on the basis of the total huge amount of the goods that they are selling. At the same time, they can also be working as the agents or the representatives of the manufacturer. Now, are there any uses of network marketing? Yes. Manufacturers, as I just mentioned, they generally use the network marketing in the business sectors that require multi-level marketing. Someday we will also discuss about MLM, multi-level marketing. Now, this is because such models, they involve a large network of distributors and sub-distributors. It's also great use for the distributors themselves also, because then they can make the earning from it, as I just mentioned, as a part of their commission. Now, there are so many companies, as I just mentioned, like Amway or Tupperware. What they do, they tie up with the people who put in part-time work for this. So many women are actually associated with the network marketing, because what they do, they become the distributors and they can actively work with the manufacturers directly. At the same time, they can work with the other fellow women as their further distributors. There are so many advantages of network marketing. Therefore, that is the real reason that it is actually growing in our country, especially in India, it is growing. What are the advantages? The first one is there are just no limits on the size of the network of the marketing structure. It's just up to you how big the network you can create. The bigger the network you create, the more of the money or the profit or the commission you would be earning. Now, this happens because companies can tie up with innumerable people to become distributors. It's not bound by the for the company that you just have to have so many distributors. No, they can have n number of distributors. Further, the distributors can coordinate further with the sub-distributors and further to build a big network and to expand the company's sale. So it's definitely a big advantage for the manufacturer, the distributor, the further, each one of them in the complete network. Second point, due to a reliable and robust distribution network that engages customer directly, now the companies, they do not have to spend much of amount on the advertising to market their goods. Why? Because directly the distributors are advertising for the products. So now the company does not have to advertise because they have the people who are by word of mouth advertising. Third advantage, The structure of distributors also reduces the profit margin of the retailers that the companies normally consider as an expense. As I just mentioned earlier also, it removes the intermediaries in between. Therefore, the profits that naturally gets passed on to the distributors and the companies, now they do not have to bear the burden of the retailers. So profit keeps on passing on to the distributors and the sub-distributors and so on. So even they are quite keen to work on these methods. Next advantage. The companies, they do not need to spend a big money on storage and distribution. Why? Because normally distributors, they keep on buying the goods on their expense. Once they start earning big profits, they keep on buying the goods at their expense, and definitely even they would be storing in their workplace or their homes. Therefore, now the company or the manufacturer does not have to spend a big amount of money for the storage and distribution. Definitely you must be having warehouses, but not to that extent now. Finally, another advantage of network marketing is that this structure allows the distributors to earn an unlimited income from their dealings with the company. There is no limit of earning. As I just mentioned, why is there no limit of earning? Why? Because you can have n number of distributors or the sub-distributors working under you, working in your team, working in the hierarchy. Therefore, what happens? You can definitely earn an unlimited income with their dealings with the company. Therefore, now you are earning the profits also, and you are earning the commission also. Now, if we come to the disadvantages part of the network marketing, obviously everything that has an advantage also has certain problems or disadvantages connected to that. The first or the main disadvantage of network marketing is because the manufacturers depend on the distributors to determine the consumer demand. That means manufacturer, then distributor, then the consumer. Now the manufacturer depends upon the distributor that how much is the consumer demanding. Therefore, now it is many a times difficult for the manufacturer to predict the production targets. Now what happens? They may end up either having a big amount of production of the products. Then what happens? Now the distributors, they'll have to overstock the products. This is the biggest disadvantage. Second, in this form of business, it's basically the distributors who facilitate the delivery of goods to the final customers. For example, now the distributor has purchased from the manufacturer, then the further sub-distributor, then further sub-distributor. It's their responsibility that the final goods reach the final consumer. Therefore, now the manufacturers, they have a limited role in this regard. So it's quite possible that they may find it difficult to control the distribution and sales, because more or less the distribution part goes to the distributor, not the manufacturer. Now, if we try to understand how exactly the network marketing works. If we can put this in this form, it's best that we can make an example of it, right? So what happens? First, a company which produces certain products. Normally, these are the products which can be sold, which are found in every household and which can be sold very easily. Especially, it can be cosmetics or plastic products, or it can be the supplements, etc. So these can be, or even can be cosmetics, as I just mentioned. So these can be easily sold. So first, a company which produces these kinds of products. These are the examples that I'm giving. It wants to break into the market, but at the same time, it does not want to give or pay anything for the advertisements or the promos. So what it will do, that will go in for a network marketing. So what will happen? Now they would be hiring or recruiting the participants, and these participants would be known as independent business owners. Now these independent business owners are trained by the company. Depending on the product to be sold, the training process, it can be 3 days, it can be 1 week, it can be even a month. Now the reason for this training is to enable the participant to familiarize themselves with the product and the benefits. Obviously, if they familiarize themselves, then only they can pass on the advantages of the products to the customers. So therefore, these participants first understand what the product is, what are the advantages of the product, why the people would buy these products. Then only they would be able to convince the customers or the consumers to buy. Once the training period is over, the second step, these participants may either be asked to pay a sum of certain amount of the products. That means they may have to buy certain products from the company, or the company can also give them as free as a sample. It depends upon the company to company. The participants may buy them if they hope that yes, by selling the product, they would be earning huge amount of profit. Now, being a direct sales method, the participants normally start with the contacts. Which are the contacts? Their family and their friends, or the people at their workplace in case they are doing a freelance job here now. Aside or apart from the friends or the participants, they can also talk to the neighbors and so many other people for buying the product. Now, most of the companies, they require the participants to also recruit the further participants. That means the sub-distributors. For example, a company or the manufacturer recruits A. The company would be expecting A to further recruit B, and B can further recruit C, and so on. Therefore, the chain or the network continues. So each time the sales are being made, the profit is distributed at all the levels. And the profit is huge. Why? Because the company is no more spending on the advertisement. That price or that cost is actually being divided among all the distributors. One very important thing is in this network marketing is that it affords all an opportunity to make huge amount of money from it. There is no limit, because immediately when a person joins as a participant, he can definitely network with n number of people, sell the product to them, there is no limit, and earn huge profits. So definitely it's a big deal. Now, in which kind of companies or which kind of products these kind of companies actually work? As I just mentioned, these MLM companies normally operate in the sectors as health, nutrition, cosmetics, beauty products, skincare. It can be crockery also, it can be home appliances also, which is very famous nowadays and very popular in our country nowadays. The best part of this business is that it keeps on growing and growing, and there is actually no chance of falling. Why? Because the network keeps on growing, and everyone starting from the highest of the level, they keep on recruiting further people. And why would obviously they want that it falls? Therefore, there is a minimal or no chance of falling. Every member in the complete network, they keep on earning a particular amount of money. That money that depends upon the sales that they have made, or the sales that their downline has made, the further sub-distributors. So finally, when you work in an LMN business or network marketing, you automatically become an independent business person, a self-made person, and you unknowingly work a lot on shaping the personality of yours and the personality of the people who are working with you. This is again quite a very interesting point. Another thing that this business teaches a person, it improves the communication skills of a person. It improves the management skills of a person, the leadership qualities, discipline. He remains consistent, focused, big confidence. These are various advantages of the network marketing that for a person who joins it. If we just name a few of the companies present in India, they are Amway, Tupperware, Avon, Modicare, Oriflame. They were just started by one or two people, and now we really know where these companies have gone. They are earning huge profits. At the same time, the people who are associated with these companies, they're also earning huge amount. Now, do we think that this kind of network marketing has any more of scope in India? Some people say no, some people say yes. There are many pessimistic people, they may say no. There are many optimistic people, they may say yes. Why yes? Because Asia is the hub of marketing. We all somehow purchase any item or follow any belief mostly based on recommendations only. For example, I have to buy some product. It can be a home appliance or it can be a car, whatever. I'll always depend on the recommendation given by my friend. So therefore, if a friend recommends other person some hotel or some gadget, definitely they depend on them, they rely upon them, and then they buy that. Therefore, we can say that network marketing has a huge scope in India, in our country, because here it's a hub of marketing. Another reason that why this kind of marketing has a huge scope, it's quite bright, because people now realize that the traditional job is not very simple or not very secure as such as it used to be earlier. They know that network marketing is going to give them huge profits. The direct selling is actually giving more of the people more of self-employment opportunities to so many people in the world, especially in our country. It's also important. Why? Because so many businessmen over the world, they are so much involved in network marketing, and the other people just try to imitate them, and they also wish to have that kind of profits that these people are earning. So finally, these are the things that we tried to understand. What is network marketing? Which are the various network marketing companies? What are the advantages, uses, and disadvantages of network marketing? Thank you so much for watching the video. I'm really sure that you liked it, and if you like it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you can know more of updates about not only this particular theme but the other various other themes that we always come up with. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.